Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep. We're looking at a region that's not just stunning to look at, but really significant. It's basically the cradle of the Nepali language
Yeah.
and the heart of this powerful ancient kingdom. So if you're curious about, the roots of Nepal's identity, this deep dive, it's definitely for you.
Yeah, and what was pretty fascinating here is how the Sinja Valley, it's up there in Jumla, it really stands as the historical core, the nucleus of the ancient Khas kingdom.
The God's kingdom. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's widely believed this is where the Nepali language itself actually started.
Really? The origin point.
We've got evidence, like the earliest examples of Devanagari script.
The writing system.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Foundational for modern Nepali and others, these examples, they date back to the 13th century. Found right there.
Wow. In the valley itself.
Yeah. It really highlights the huge cultural contribution to the region. It's not just some historical side note.
That is powerful. So this Khas kingdom, it wasn't just some small local power then, was it? What kind of scale are we talking about?
Oh, no, definitely not small. At its peak, the Khas kingdom was, well, it was a truly vast empire.
How vast?
Think stretching across what's now western Nepal, going deep into parts of India's Uttarakhand and even into southwestern Tibet.
That's seriously. Tibet, too.
Yeah. This reach, it tell you, had a really sophisticated, often overlooked imperial power up there in the Himalayas. Kind of challenges the idea that big states were only down in the plains,
Absolutely.
And its founder, King Nagraj, he set up the capital near Jumla's 3,000 lakes. That was back in the 12th century.
Okay.
And that really paved the way for later influential rulers like 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏. In 1357 A.D., he actually put up a 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏.
A 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏, what's that?
It's like a grand pillar, with inscriptions. And this one uniquely showed the whole Khas dynasty's family tree, a real statement of their lineage, their legitimacy.
Incredible. A public record like that way back then. And beyond the politics, you mentioned trade.
Absolutely. Jumla wasn't just about power. It was a vital trading hub, smack bang on the ancient Trans-Himalayan salt
The
route.
salt route,
Right.
always critical.
Exactly. Connecting Tibet and India. Just imagine the sheer effort of those traders crossing those mountains just for salt.
Must have been unbelievably tough.
It really was. It showed incredible human grit, and Jumla was right at the center of it all.
So Jumla, ancient scripts, huge empires, vital trade. Does it still hold that kind of captivation today? What makes it special now?
Oh, definitely. Jumla today, it's this amazing mix of that deep cultural heritage and just, well, stunning natural beauty.
Like Rare Lake.
Exactly. Rare Lake, Nepal's biggest freshwater lake. A massive landmark then, still is now. Plus, lush valleys. It's a real haven for nature lovers.
And isn't it famous for apples?
Known as Nepal's apple capital.
Yeah.
Really high quality stuff. And also this unique rice, Kalamarshi rice. Very distinct flavor. It's almost like its natural wealth was tied to its ancient power.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so given all that power, that independence, how did it end up becoming part of, well, unified Nepal?
That's a really interesting question, right?
Yeah.
It gets into statecraft power dynamics. Basically, Jumla's independence ended with the rise of 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 Shah.
A unifier of Nepal.
The very same. We often focus on his conquest of Kathmandu Valley, but his vision was much bigger. He definitely had his sights set on those powerful Western kingdoms, including Jumla.
So it wasn't just like one big battle.
Oh, far from it. Bringing Jumla in wasn't simple. It was complex, a whole series of diplomatic moves and military ones.
Right, strategy.
Exactly. Sophisticated planning, especially under the regents, Rajendra Lakshmi and Prince Badr Shah. They used this famous three-pronged military approach.
Three-pronged, like a pincer movement.
Sort of, yeah. Probably combined with making strategic alliances, clever negotiations. It was multifaceted, designed to absorb this powerful kingdom.
And the last king.
The last independent king, Surya Banshahi. Well, he ended up as a guest, basically under house arrest.
Yeah.
That really marked the end of an era for the Khas kingdom.
Wow. Quite the strategic play. It really shaped the Nepal we see today, didn't it? What about Jumla's legacy now? Is it remembered?
Oh, absolutely. Today, the Sinja Valley's historical importance is really highlighted by its inclusion on UNESCO's tentative World Heritage Sites list.
That's significant.
It is. And it helps preserve these amazing remnants like the old wooden King and Queen Bridge that has these incredible wood carvings.
Fantastic.
And Jumla itself, it still prides itself on this vibrant cultural heritage. The locals are deeply connected to traditional customs, festivals like Mela and Jatra.
So it hasn't lost its identity.
No, despite modern life creeping in. It's really held on to its unique character, its commitment to its heritage. It offers this really mesmerizing blend: ancient history, rich culture, unspoiled nature.
What an incredible journey, really. Tracing Jumla's history, its origins, right up to its legacy today.
It really is. And as you, our listener, reflect on this deep dive, maybe think about this. How do the lessons from Jumla's past offer us insights today?
Insights like what?
Well, think about its resilience. Those traditional farming practices like the calamari rice that sustained it. Its role as the birthplace of a language, its strong commitment to preserving culture.
Right.
How can those things, that resilience, that cultural commitment, help us think about sustainability and identity in our own fast-changing world? Especially when we see so many cultures struggling to hold on to their unique heritage. Something to mull over.